Alchemist actually does really touch on a lot of things. Because when I was doing Fullmetal Alchemist, I hadn't discovered the craft as of yet. I was just sort of a spiritual guy. I just sort of believed in stuff. I didn't really know what I believed in. But I was watching Fullmetal Alchemist and I'm like, equivalent exchange. But then you start to study the Hermetic Masters from the ancient magicians. These are magicians from eons ago, and it's the same principles that are. And really, the cool thing about alchemy is that it's about the transmutation of. When they say lead into gold, it's really sort of symbolic of saying the transmutation of the mundane into the spiritual. So it's you going beyond recognizing that there's an earthly plane of, eating, sleeping, fucking, and shitting, but then there's something higher. So that's a form of alchemy. Is lead into gold. You're transforming the mundane into the divine, sort of. So yeah, but then of course there's so much anime that now that I'm informed about like sigils and pentagrams and pentacles and all the more anime I watch, I'm like, oh my gosh, this stuff is so steeped in Western witchcraft. I think they have a fascination with Western occultism in Japan. I think. I don't know. But yeah, I see a lot of it. And it's really cool.
That's a really awesome perspective. So now that we're getting back into the anime stuff, tell us a little bit about maybe some of the favorite roles you played and stuff.
Like, there are so many. It really has gotten ridiculous now. Like, if someone comes up to me in an autograph line and they're like, well, so what all have you played? And I'm like, I just want to tell them to go home and read the internet, because it's gotten to where, I literally have probably played 500 characters. Because I've been in like over 175 shows. So, and in some of those shows I played 3, 4, 5 characters. So it's kind of like, I don't know. When people say, who have you played? I'm like, well, fuck, I don't know. I don't know where to begin with that. So, but there are definitely roles that have stood out and maybe meant more to me than others. And you're not really supposed to say that, but so every time you get an acting gig, it's great. It's a precious thing, and you sort of cherish it. But obviously, I've said many, many times that Ayato from Razafon was a big deal for me. It was sort of my first heavy, hardcore, sort of spiritually, physically demanding lead role that I had in an anime that really sort of changed the way I approached the craft of acting. I have a soft spot for Ichiro and Naramitai Brothers because it was a musical and I got to sing. And I've sung the Panda song so many times now that like it's just part of my DNA, I think. Like if I ever do have a kid, God help the kid, they'll pop out singing that song, I really love Inky and Air Gear. I find that it's so interesting. It appears to almost be geographical. Like you're known more for certain roles in certain parts of the country, or like when I go to England, they know me almost more for Show and Guyver than they do for Greed and FMA, because Guyver was on TV there, and in fact it knocked Fullmetal Alchemist off the top spot and was a more popular show in the UK. So having played a lead in Guyver is a bigger deal to them than having played a homunculus. And they love Greed, of course, and they like Sosuke and all that stuff, but they think, as one of my English friends said, he said playing Show is like playing Batman to an English anime fan. I'm like, okay, cool. But, so I liked that role because it was a unique opportunity to be a part of a property that already existed as an established entity, that was so huge, because there have been different incarnations of Guyver. I don't know, I love Fakir and Princess Tutu, and I know still so many guys, I never have guys come up to me with Princess Tutu stuff to sign, but I tell, like when they're with their girlfriends or whatever, I'm like, you should really watch this with her sometime, because the name is sort of deceptive, because it is really sort of a dark title, and it has depth and meaning, and it's a great love story, and it's not frilly and girly and stupid. It's a really good, deep show. So I can't express enough how much like Lucy, Christian, and I both love Princess Tutu a lot. So those are some of the ones that stick out, that come to mind. I have to say, I'm very proud of Soul Eater. Again, that's being part of a huge property, and the character is so bad shit, so crazy and scary that I love it.
So you mentioned that question's hard to answer because fans are asking you all the time. Obviously, you go to a lot of anime conventions.
This is my 76th.
75 anime convention before this, so what sort of things do you have to expect being a guest at an anime convention? Especially a popular one who's been in 500 different anime conventions.
You have to be able, God, you have to be able to, you have to have a lot of stamina. No innuendo intended. You really have to have a lot of stamina for people want to co-opt your time, you know, and I don't mean stuff like this. I mean like people want to grab you in the hallway and they think that they're entitled to spend time with you to talk to them or whatever, and that's, you sort of expect that when you come in. A con is a job for me. It's an extension of my job. I mean, it's a way to get away from work and it's relaxing because you get to go to a lot of cool cities, but it's a job. And, you know, I look upon it as such. It's a marketing opportunity, but you're also working your ass off. And part of the work is you're really just giving a lot of your energy and time. A lot of it. But sometimes, I'm not going to lie, like if I have to get somewhere quick, or I have to, or if I'm just not feeling it, or if something pissed me off, or I got a text from someone, or I'm fighting with someone back home, or something stupid like that, I will do my, let's say I've got to go from my room to like the dealer's room or something, to a signing, I will do like my invisibility cloak shit, where like I just kind of, I don't know, I just think in my, it's a mind over matter thing. I just kind of think of myself as being like non-existent, and I move really fast, and sometimes you'll hear like, you'll go past and you're like, keep going, and it's not because you're being selfish or anything, it's because you don't have the time, you know, or maybe your voice is going out, and like I know I've got a gig to do on Monday when I get back. I've got a commercial for Nissan. But so I know that I can't trash my voice when I'm here. So I know that Sunday I'll pretty much be resting my voice. But it's just that you just have to be willing to give a lot of your time. You have to be willing to answer a lot of stupid questions. That some of them are insulting and irritating, and you have to know that people don't mean to be. They just don't know any better. Especially a lot of the kids.
Last question then, what are some of the favorite things to talk about at anime panels?
Well, I like, if it's just a regular panel, I like when people really want to try to get to know you, like when they really try to get behind, just behind, oh, what was it like to play Sosuke, or what was it like to work with so-and-so, even though we don't work with anybody, except the engineer and the director. And if they start asking deeper questions about like what I do, or you know, what do I do in my spare time, what are my hobbies, what do I really like in life, blah blah blah, that's cool. And then if it's one of my late night dirty panels that I'm about to go do right now, it's anything goes, and I love it. You have to understand that part of the reason Chris Patton shares too much came about is because not only did I wanted to be able to be uncensored and talk about sex and sexuality and paganism or whatever, even though none of those things should be taboo, but they are to some people. But I wanted to be able to open up a dialogue. So the whole purpose of that panel is they can ask me whatever I want, and I'll answer it with complete honesty, because then it can start up a dialogue. Like if I have a really different political view from someone else, or if someone wants to challenge my spiritual belief or whatever, we can talk about it, you know, like two rational adults. So I just kind of like getting deep with people.
Thanks so much, Chris.
You're welcome.
It's awesome talking to you.
No, thank you.
Hopefully we can talk to you again sometime in the future.
I hope so.
Thank you.